Hi everybody. Everybody, I'm back. Everybody, Jeannie Young is back, and I have an amazing recipe for you all. You all have asked for chicken cacciatore, and that's what I'm going to show you all how to make. It's easy to make. It's a lot of fun, and listen here, it tastes so good. I'm going to show you all how to make chicken cacciatore, Jeannie Young style. Okay, everybody, let's get down to business. The ingredients that you will need. You will need chicken. Now, when I make chicken cacciatore, I like to use chicken thighs. You all that know me and that are familiar with me and my channel, you know that I absolutely love and adore chicken thighs. Now, if you wanted to use chicken wings, you can. If you wanted to use chicken legs, you can. I highly don't suggest using the breast because I feel like when you make this dish that the breasts get kind of tough and dry. Okay, so like I said, feel free to use the legs and wings as well. Today we're going to use 4 whole garlic cloves. Okay, and 2 of them we're going to cook whole, and 2 of them we're going to chop down. Now, for our veggies, I have carrots, and I just have a little bit of carrots because I'm really not a fan of carrots. But when you make chicken cacciatore, you have to have it in there. Okay, and you can see I have a rib and a half of celery chopped up, and I have the tri-colored bell peppers. You can use any color bell pepper that you would like to use. If you're not a fan of all of the different colors, then it's okay to use just a green bell pepper, okay? Now, I have a medium white onion, as well as Parmesan. This Parmesan is not for the cacciatore. Okay, it's just to put over top of my noodles because I'm gonna make spaghetti noodles to go along the side of our chicken cacciatore. Okay, so I have some tomato puree, and then I have San Marzano. San Marzano is the way to go when you think of a fresh whole peeled tomato. You're going to want to get San Marzano if you can. San Marzano is top of the line, and they have amazing tomatoes that are so fresh. Okay, you will need olive oil, and you will need some olives. I just decided to get this little pack here because it only has a few olives in it, and I only need just a few olives for my dish. Okay, I have fresh basil, as well as fresh thyme. Okay, I'm just going to use a few sprigs of the thyme. And like I said, I have the thin spaghetti. That's if you want to have noodles on the side of your dish. Okay, over here I have flour that we're going to lightly dredge our beautiful chicken in. Make sure that your hands are impeccably clean, and make sure that you take the time to wash your chicken. I've washed my chicken with lemon juice, sea salt, and cold water, okay? And I've gotten rid of all of the unwanted fat and pieces, you know, if there were any feathers or anything like that, we've got rid of that. Now, if you don't want to use lemon or lime to wash your chicken, you can always use apple cider vinegar or any kind of vinegar, salt, and water. Now, we're going to need sea salt, cracked black pepper, and you will need some type of chili. You can use a serrano chili if you would like to put it in your dish, but I'm just going to use red chili pepper flakes, okay? So let's get down to this. Here's what we're going to do. The first thing that I want to do is we're going to season up our chicken with salt and pepper, okay? Make sure you season it well. No one wants to bite down into a piece of chicken that's not seasoned. That's the worst thing that you can have, right? It's unseasoned meat. Take your time to season it, okay? You're going to put a nice amount of pepper and a nice amount of salt on every piece. We want this to be flavorful. This is an amazing dish that a lot of people are intimidated by, but it's so easy to make, and I'm going to show you how simple it is. This is a dish that you want to make for your in-laws. You want to make for your loved one, your wife, your husband, your coworker, anyone that you love. Make this dish for them. For sure. Make it this weekend, guys. This is a nice hearty dish. And you really just put it together and let it go, you know? You don't have to slave over the stove and the heat cooking this. No, you don't. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna grab a fork so I can turn my chicken over. I hope that you all are having a beautiful day today. I hope that you all have had a great work week as well. Absolutely. If you all haven't had a chance to check out my video that I did yesterday for the halal cart chicken and rice video, you have to absolutely check it out. It's amazing. The food is amazing. The recipe is easy. And that sauce that I made is absolutely to die for. Whoo-wee, that was a good meal. We tore that whole meal up. It wasn't but an hour and all of that food was gone. Okay, I'm just seasoning with salt once again. Okay, cracked black pepper on this side. And we're gonna let the spices soak in for about 12 minutes. You never wanna cook your chicken straight out of the refrigerator because you'll have meat that seizes up and gets dry. We want a nice, tender, juicy meat, so you let it sit for a minute on the counter before you start to cook it. So we're gonna take this and just set it aside for a second. I'm just setting it behind me onto my other counter. Now, here's what we're gonna do. Let me wipe my counter down. Let's chop up our garlic. Get that done and out the way. Let's go ahead and chop up our garlic. I have 2 cloves. Just gonna give it a nice whack. There we go. And this helps to take off the skin. Okay, if you don't give it a whack, you'll be peeling for days trying to get that skin off. Okay, see that? Perfect. Have you all ever had this dish before? Chicken cacciatore. If you all have had it before, let me know what you thought about the dish. When's the last time you had it? What did you think about it? Was it you that made it, or did you go out and eat it? Did someone else make it for you? Let me know in the comment section below. Okay, here's our garlic. You don't have to chop it up too fine. Okay, just a nice rough chop would be just fine. Let's make our way over to the stove, and I'm going to show you the first step that we need to do. Okay, everyone, first thing that I want to do is I want to take some nice, beautiful olive oil. I want to put it in my water. My water is already boiling, and I want to salt my water. Anytime you make noodles or potatoes, you always want to salt your water, okay? We even want the noodles to be seasoned. You have to take that simple step. All right, we're going to put our noodles in. Since our water is boiling, get this part done and out the way. Okay, and very shortly our noodles will start to wilt down. Okay, we'll give it a nice turn. Let me see if I can find my fork that I absolutely love. Here it is. Just gonna give it a nice stir around. Okay, just like so. Once everything wilts, give it another stir just to make sure that nothing is sticking. Now, over here, I have this pan right here heating up. You want to get it nice and hot, and we want to start to saute up our beautiful veggies. And you can throw everything in together, okay, which is the garlic, the onions, carrots, celery, and the peppers. Let's start to cook these down, but you don't want to cook them too much to where they get mushy. Just cook them until the onions start to turn translucent in color. And what translucent in color means, it just means that the onions start to get a little clear in color, and the bell peppers will start to turn a deeper color, and your garlic will start to cook. Okay, but like I said, we're not going to cook that until it gets mushy. We're just going to cook it till it still has some bite, and then we'll turn that off because this will be reintegrated back into our dish. Okay, let's go ahead and stir this around. Beautiful. I don't know about you all, but when I think chicken cacciatore, I feel like I need some type of noodle to go along with my chicken cacciatore. Now, there's a lot of people that love to use mushrooms in theirs. I'm not a fan of the mushrooms in my chicken cacciatore, even though I love mushrooms. Absolutely I do, but I don't want it in my chicken cacciatore. Absolutely. And if you don't want the black olives, then by all means you can use a green olive, or you can just omit it. You don't have to use it. When you all make your dish, make sure that you make your dish so that you can enjoy it. Put what ingredients you like in your dish so that you can enjoy your meal. Okay, so this pan right here, I'm going to start to heat this pan up, all right, because we're going to make our way over to the chicken. I'm going to show you how you need to lightly dredge your chicken, and then what we're going to do is we're going to start to fry up our beautiful chicken thighs. Okay? All right, I think I've stirred the noodles enough. They'll be just fine. We're not going to have any sticking. The veggies are starting to cook up just beautifully. Okay, everyone, our noodles are cooking up, our veggies are cooking up just beautifully. Now, what I've done was these 2 garlic cloves, I've just peeled them and I have not cut them. We're not going to cut them. Okay, here's what we're going to do. You want to dredge your chicken just like so, and it's really lightly because we're not making fried chicken. Okay, just like that is good enough. Okay, can y'all see that? Just a nice little dredge, just like this. Beautiful. And make sure you take the time to let those spices soak down into that skin and that beautiful meat that we have here. And we're going to use olive oil to cook our chicken in. Make sure you invest in a nice, good olive oil, okay? Beautiful. I'm telling you one thing. That garlic and those veggies smell absolutely amazing with that olive oil. My goodness, my house smells amazing right now. So I've called Dakota's new school and I'm so excited. And they're going to have an open house on Tuesday. They said they're going to have a cookout. And we're going to go. I'm going to take Dakota. We're going to go and enjoy the cookout. And they said they're going to have music and fun and clowns and all kinds of stuff. So we're going to do that. I'm going to get his hair cut. We've started on his school clothes. And the good thing about his school is we're only 0.3 miles away. He will be a walker, and this part is so exciting. If anything ever happens at that school, we can just run up there and a hop, skip, and a jump. I'm so excited. My goodness. So I'm waiting on the school to call me back so they can tell me what I need to log into so that I can get him signed up. I'm so excited. My goodness. Noodles are almost done. When you're cooking noodles, your noodles only need to take 11 minutes. 11 minutes is going to give you that perfect noodle. It's going to be nice and al dente. And what al dente is it means chewy to the tooth, where it's never going to be mushy. It's just going to be perfect. Okay, our veggies are to the point to where we can go ahead and add our tomatoes. Okay? Okay, everybody, let's put, this is a 28-ounce can San Marzano whole tomatoes. You're going to put that in there along with all of the juice that's in there, okay? And what I don't want you to do, you know how you can swivel some water in there? Don't put any water in there, okay? Because we don't want for our sauce to be watery. And then what I like to do is put just a little tomato puree in there, okay? That right there will do us the perfect amount, okay? Now, let's mix this in. And I'm going to mush up. You can mush them up with your hands. A lot of people do that. They mush their tomatoes up with their hands. But, hey, this wooden spoon will do the job. Your spatula will do the job. Just kind of chop up your whole tomatoes, just like so. Beautiful. And then we'll get our veggies mixed in just like so. We're going to put some fresh basil in at the last minute. But right now what we're going to do is we're going to put some Italian seasoning in here. Okay? Some salt. Let's go ahead and get our salt put in there right now. Some pepper. I don't have my Italian seasoning out the cabinet, but I will make sure that I put that in there. Cracked black pepper. Get you some in there, baby. Like I said, don't you dare be afraid to season. And if you have issues with salt, you make sure that you use a salt substitute. This is the red pepper flakes. If you wanted to use habanero, if you wanted to use a serrano or anything like that, you can. But if you wanted to skip the hot part, you can as well. This is not going to be spicy. It's just going to have a little tiny bit of heat. Okay, because remember, I'm not that person that loves a lot of heat. I can only take a little bit of heat. Okay, my noodles are done and I'm going to take them out. Okay, everyone, I want to go ahead and put my Italian seasoning in. What I like to do is it's dried Italian seasoning. I like to smash it between my fingertips just like so to bring out the beautiful flavors, okay? Just like that. And then just a pinch of that dried seasoning goes a long way. Trust me when I tell you this, okay? See that? And we're just going to turn this down on low and let it go for a while, okay? Now, our thyme sprigs, we're going to just nestle your thyme sprigs right down in there. You don't have to stir them around. You don't have to do anything. They're going to let off so much beautiful flavor. With the basil, you don't want to put this beautiful basil in until the last minute, okay? The very last minute. Keep that on low. All right, let's make our way over to our other pan. And still using olive oil. No vegetable oil, no peanut butter. Not peanut butter. No peanut oil, veggie, or anything like that. We're going to use a nice olive oil, and we're going to start to fry up our beautiful chicken. Don't put your chicken in until your pan is nice and hot. All right? I don't know if you all can tell the excitement. Watch how I put these in. Put them in whole. We're going to season up that oil. Make a garlic infused oil, okay? And we're not going to forget about our olives, just a few. You only need about 6 olives. The olives, the brine in the olives is going to give you an amazing flavor. Now, if you want to cook your dish with the olives and then later on take the olives out, absolutely that's fine, okay? These are Guatemala pitted olives, okay? I'm going to put them in. And like I said, they give you about 6 or 7. Let's see. Let's see. I'm wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 11. But I ate one. Look at that. They're amazing. Amazing flavor. Okay? Beautiful. Just let that go. Now, you can see to where our beautiful garlic cloves are starting to cook up. They're starting to have a nice little sizzle to them, and that's what you want. That means flavor is coming out of these beautiful pieces of garlic, going into that oil, and that means it's going to flavor your chicken. Let's put your chicken in skin side down. I don't know if you all can tell the excitement in my voice, but I am so excited to be able to make this recipe for you all. You all give me the best request. And I try my best to get to you all's requests, but remember that there's so many, and it might take me, even though you request something, it might take me a while to get to your request. So please understand that I have wrote down the requests when I see them. You know, when you all ask me or message me, and I have all intentions on making your dish, but it takes me a while because I get thousands. Absolutely I do. I get thousands of requests for different things, but I'll get to it. You hear me? I will get to it. All right, we're going to turn, if you have an electric stove, turn it on a 6.5, 7, about a medium-high heat. And if you have a gas range, you know what medium-high is. Okay, so we're going to let this go until I get a nice, beautiful golden brown color onto the skin. We want our skin to get nice and crispy, and this here, we're just gonna let it go and simmer, okay? The chicken is cooking up just beautifully, and now I don't want to turn it until I start to see a nice, beautiful golden ring towards the bottom, because that golden ring towards the bottom will indicate that it's time to give it a turn, okay? But until I see that golden ring towards the bottom, I'm not going to bother it. This is still simmering. Our noodles are done. Okay, everybody. And as far as the garlic, don't fear, don't worry about it burning, because it'll be just fine, okay? If it's getting too dark on one side, just turn it over. All right, now, let's go ahead and turn this when I'm starting to see some golden brown. Beautiful. See that? That's all you're looking for. All right? Beautiful. That's what you're wanting. Take the time to do that step. There's so many people that don't take the time to do that step right there, and then they wonder why their chicken doesn't taste the way it's supposed to taste. Okay? Now, let's check this one. Beautiful. Ooh, and if you turn it over and it's not ready, you can always turn it back over. No worries. Like this one. This one's not ready. I'll turn it back over later. We'll get them all nice and golden brown both sides. But we are not trying to cook the chicken all the way through, because once we put this sauce in with the chicken, that chicken is going to continue to cook in that sauce. So never worry about your chicken being done in the inside, because the chicken is not going to get done until we put the sauce in it. We're not frying chicken here. We're not completely cooking this. We just want to get golden brown on the outside, golden brown underneath, okay? Okay, everybody, I'm going to show you all Prince and Polo. They are taking a nap once again. They take so many naps. You all know they're still babies. Let me take you over there to show you how they're sleeping. This is just the cutest. I'm not going to be talking because I don't want to wake them up. Okay, everybody, so what I'm doing is I'm turning the chicken back over onto the skin side, because I do want it to get a little bit darker. And then once that happens, we're going to go ahead and we are going to take our beautiful sauce that we have here, and we're going to put it into this pan. Now, some people like to put their chicken down into the sauce so that the top of their crispy skin doesn't get soggy. But I tell you one thing, when I make mine, I cover mine in sauce, and my skin is never soggy. Okay, so I'm just going to drench it in the sauce. All right? And then this here, all that beautiful flour and that olive oil. Remember, we only used a little bit of olive oil. I'm going to pour out just a little bit of that olive oil, okay? And I'm going to keep the rest of the olive oil and flour that's in the bottom. That's going to help to thicken up your sauce. So don't throw it all away. Okay, everyone, what I've done was I've poured off any extra olive oil, but you can see that I've left just a little bit in there. And that little bits of flour, leave it in there because it'll thicken your sauce. I know I already told you that, but now let's go ahead and take our beautiful sauce here. Kind of make a well. Pour your sauce all over. And now we want to turn this down. Turn it down on low. And now we let everything simmer from this point. Okay? Check me out, guys. You all never had this before, you better make you some. And I'm showing you just how easy it is to make chicken cacciatore, Gina Young style. If you want it, I got it. I'm going to show you all how to make it easy, quick and simple, and it's going to be amazing. Look at this. Look how nice and rustic and beautiful it is. Now, at the last moment, and I know I've said this already, we're going to take that basil. Don't you forget that basil. That basil is going to make for an amazing flavor. We're going to let everything simmer from here. No sugar in this dish. You all that know me, you know when I make a red sauce, I put a little bit of sugar. This one right here, this dish does not need it. This dish does not need it. It's amazing by itself. Noodles are done. All we have to do is let this simmer. Now there's a whole lot of people that like to make, once they put this part in, they like to throw it in the oven to finish cooking. I don't like to do that. It's summertime. We don't need to turn on the heat of the oven. Let it simmer this way and it'll be just fine. Right now what's starting to happen is that chicken's starting to cook on the inside. Beautiful. And now what we like to do, there's one more ingredient that I almost forgot about, but I didn't forget. We're going to put some wine in here. I almost forgot, but my good Lord was not going to let me forget one of the most important ingredients, and that is red wine. I'm going to use Marsala cooking wine, okay? You can use red wine, you can use white wine, you can use Marsala. Just get you some in there. And now some of you might say, is it going to taste like wine? No, it's not, but it's going to, and the alcohol, the little bit of alcohol will cook off. But it's going to leave you with an amazing flavor, okay? So I like to use 3/4 of a cup, put it in just like so. We're just going to let that cook in. Beautiful. Ooh-wee. I'm telling you one thing, from the beginning when I started seasoning those chicken thighs, my mouth started watering and it hasn't stopped. I cannot wait to dig into this dish. Ooh-wee. Like I said, use white wine, red wine, Marsala. Either of those would be absolutely amazing. Okay? Beautiful. Okay, everybody, while our food continues to simmer, it's almost done, so I want to go ahead and say our prayer, because when I'm ready to plate this up, I'm going to be ready to dig right in. Let's go ahead and get this prayer done and over with. Heavenly Father, we thank you for today. We thank you that today is blessed. We thank you, Lord Jesus, for your love, your mercy, your time, and your understanding. We pray that no weapons formed against this family shall prosper, and we bind the devil away from us. Heavenly Father, we thank you for the roof over our head and the love that you give us daily. Once again, we thank you for this beautiful meal. Amen. Okay, everybody, let's go ahead and take some of this nice sweet basil, and you just take a few pieces off. Okay, put that in there just like this. Amazing flavor, amazing aroma. Our dish is complete. Let's give this a try. I'm gonna let y'all know what this tastes like. Okay, everybody, I'm gonna give y'all one good look. Chicken Cacciatore 101, Gina Young style. Gina Young style for sure. Now, here's what I like to do. I like to take a platter. I'm not going to use a platter. I'm just going to use this plate and show you what I like to do with the extra sauce. I like to take that sauce and put it right over top of a nice, beautiful bed of the thin spaghetti. See that there? Make sure you take the thyme leaves out. I have some sprigs there that I will take out. Get you some of those Kalamata olives on there. Hoo-wee, that fresh basil. Look at this. Amazing. Amazing. Let's take some of this beautiful chicken and put it on here just like so. This is what Chicken Cacciatore should look like. Why do I keep saying it like that? Because I want to. Give me a break, guys. Look at this. Now, nice and beautiful. Y'all never had this before? Make you some. Listen here, if y'all enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time Gina Young uploads one of these awesome recipes. Let your family and friends and everybody you know, let them know about Gina Young's channel and what I'm doing in this kitchen on a daily basis. Look at this. Okay, let's make our plate, and we're going to dive in. What I like to do is I like to put a little bit of Parmesan Reggiano on top of my spaghetti. I forgot to put it on the spaghetti before I put the sauce on, but that's okay because I can just put it here and mix it in. Let's give this a try right now. I cannot wait any longer. And I have some nice potato bread. If you wanted to do like a crusty bread on the side, absolutely you can. Amen. If I didn't say amen to my beautiful prayer, let's dive in. You all are going to get the first bite here. Look at this. Skin never mushy. My skin always remains nice and crispy. The meat is nice and tender, and the sauce has such an amazing flavor. Look at this. Look at that. Look how thick my sauce is. This is what this should look like. Let's go. Taste that. Doggone, that's good. My goodness, that's good. And what's amazing is the fresh vegetables. Oh, the fresh vegetables are amazing. Using that garlic, frying up that chicken until you get that crispy skin. Make sure you don't forget the wine. Have you some spaghetti with it and you are set. And as always, God bless you all. Thank you all for watching. Good night.